Tim Duncan was never supposed to be a basketball star. Growing up on the island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, his dream had nothing to do with hardwood floors or slam dunks. He wanted to be an Olympic swimmer. The ocean was his training ground, and the pool was his future. But when Hurricane Hugo destroyed the island's only Olympic-sized pool in 1989, everything changed. Forced to practice in the open sea, Duncan developed a fear of sharks, and slowly, swimming faded from his life. What replaced it would quietly reshape NBA history.
One doesn't go either, but Duncan will take another, and he knocks it in. Where would the Spurs be without Tim Duncan?
As a teenager, Duncan picked up basketball late compared to other future stars. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't loud, he wasn't trying to impress anyone. What he had instead was discipline, patience, and an unusual calmness for someone his size. Standing over 7 feet tall, Duncan focused on fundamentals, footwork, angles, timing. While others chased highlights, he chased perfection. That mindset followed him to Wake Forest University, where he became one of the most dominant college players in the country. Yet even then, he avoided the spotlight. He stayed all 4 years in college, earning a degree in psychology, something almost unheard of for a player projected to be a top NBA draft pick. When he finally entered the 1997 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs selected him with the first overall pick, unknowingly beginning one of the greatest partnerships in sports history. From his very first season, Duncan changed everything. Paired with David Robinson, he helped turn the Spurs into an immediate championship contender. In 1999, just his second year in the league, Tim Duncan won his first NBA championship. There were no wild celebrations, no dramatic quotes, just quiet dominance. He was named Finals MVP, and a pattern was established. When Duncan won, he did it without noise. As the years passed, in 2003, with David Robinson nearing retirement, Duncan carried the Spurs almost single-handedly to another championship. That playoff run is still considered one of the greatest individual performances in NBA history. He dominated both ends of the court and secured his second Finals MVP, proving he wasn't just part of a system, he was the system. Then came a new era, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. Under the guidance of coach Greg Popovich, Duncan became the center of a culture built on humility, teamwork, and sacrifice. In 2005 and 2007, the Spurs added 2 more championships, giving Duncan 4 rings in less than a decade. During this time, he consistently defeated some of the biggest names in basketball, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, without ever trying to outshine them. But perhaps the most defining chapter of Duncan's career came near the end. In 2013, the Spurs were seconds away from winning another championship against the Miami Heat. Then came heartbreak, a last-minute collapse, a finals loss that crushed the team. For many stars, that moment would have marked the end. For Duncan, it became fuel. At age 37, with younger, faster players all around him, he returned one more time. In 2014, the Spurs played what many consider the most beautiful team basketball ever seen. They dismantled the Miami Heat in the finals, winning Tim Duncan his 5th NBA championship. 15 years after his first ring, he was still winning, not through athleticism, but through intelligence, leadership, and trust. When Tim Duncan retired in 2016, he left quietly just as he had played. No farewell tour, no dramatic announcement. Yet his resume spoke louder than any speech: 5 championships, 2 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, 15 All-Star selections, and a legacy built on consistency. In a league obsessed with fame, Duncan proved that humility could win, that fundamentals could beat flash, that leadership didn't require shouting, only example. Now the question turns to you. You think Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward in NBA history? Is he underrated because of his quiet personality? Or does true greatness speak for itself? Share your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoy deep sports stories, untold legacies, and the moments that define greatness, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us.